Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California, and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room.
He's out of bounds,
showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The Bruins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to...
Into the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's slow. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, UCLA! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's low. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the toss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now on third down after that run. To the air, it's Gabriel. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. All wideouts, no backs. Quick pass on the jet motion. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
So you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Hands it off. Just buried it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches and feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And they got
The
him.
fuck out my way, bro. Like, the fuck?
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Dances away from the heat. Makes the grab outside. It's hard.
This defense is so well coached. Everybody understanding their assignments, especially in coverage. There was a guy designed to take the running back out of the flat. He was able to get him down right away.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter.
At the 28-yard line. Now, a
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to keep the offense out there on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Gordon. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Floating away. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a quarterback that can run like that. They finally got him out of bounds.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Whittington. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to the air one more time. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running behind that left side. Shakes off the defender. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Touch pass on the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. That's what you expect from a senior.
This nigga act like they act like, boy, unblockable. God, oh.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Oh, yeah,
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Gordon. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
you get on my fucking nerves in this game, bro. First of all, what? That was some bullshit. Cause why is he even on him? He didn't block nobody. They double teaming niggas that they shouldn't be double teaming. So the 2 stars y'all let go 1-on-1 and 1 on nothing. And the 2 niggas with that's not stars, y'all fake double team. Okay. Makes sense.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I just was talking to somebody that was in your situation like 10 minutes ago. He like, bro, I can't even do none of that shit he doing. He got that shit soon.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Gordon. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Try and play action. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to let it go.
Like that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing.
That'd be the shit that be burning me the fuck out. I clearly hit outside. He literally threw it inside. What the fuck?
And they have it at the 46.
RD, what a play by the safety, and the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Really good.
Running the red zone, it's Whittington. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll run it to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the move, it's Harden. At the 45, on his way. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. And the Bruins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass. It's Gordon. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Running to the left. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that.
1st down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Harden. Just steamrolling the defense. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown.
They stopped 3 straight quarterback sneaks, bro.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here's the give off the left side.
Let's see.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone.
What would you do for a paper?
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense
Fuck
smelled
this
it. They knew
coach.
exactly where they were on the field. Put the pressure on him, got him down.
This what niggas like. I see what you were saying. Like niggas like Dope Boy and them can't do. Like they can rap, but they can't make a song. Like it's the type shit that really be separating them niggas.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking for a man. It's Gordon. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Got some room, entered at the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he
that nigga smoked me.
Touchdown, Oregon.
It's so challenging to
Spread
stop
the big
the
hit.
field
Us.
passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Now a
Your
two-point
palm
conversion
angels,
attempt
your
coming up.
palms out, you asking to borrow.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Offense. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Gordon. Coming after it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Tripped up for the tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. The quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taken.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.